Goeiedag. We are now up to 10.8, the last topic of this chapter, Congruency and Quadrilaterals, page 619. This is going to be a tough one, so put on your seat belts and let's see how we fare. Now, to do well in this topic, you have to know your theory. Your theory is what we've done in chapter 2, where you need to know all the characteristics of these quadrilaterals. So I'm not going to read through all of them, as long as you can remember that. As long as you can remember that this is called your diagonal. When they say bisect, it means cut it in half, which means this side is the same as that one, and perpendicular, which means 90 degrees. Okay, let's go and give it a go. So it's again proofs. We're going to use congruency to prove some of these questions. Let us have a look. The question says, prove that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other and give reasons. So what we need to do is we need to first of all decide what do we have to prove. They say that the diagonals, which means these two lines, this one and that one, they intersect each other, they bisect each other, which means if they bisect, that this line and that one is the same. So what we want to show is we want to show that this and that is the same, and we also want to show that this line and that line is the same. So it's not that hard. What we need to try and do is we need to prove two triangles congruent in such a way that when they're congruent, remember when they're congruent means they are identical, and then the two sides can be the same. Now, if we go back to what they say, we know that one of the characteristics of a parallelogram is that the diagonals do bisect each other, but we're not allowed to use it. We need to prove it. And we might only use the things that they have given us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick two triangles, which I'm then going to prove congruent, and once I've done that, I will show you how then to make your statement. So if I want a triangle with a blue and a red to be congruent to a triangle which is a blue and a red, I'm going to do this. I'm going to use two triangles, and I'm going to make them purple so you can see. I'm going to use this triangle and that triangle. That's not very bright, is it? What can I do? Let's make it a bright yellow. So I'm going to prove that this triangle and that triangle is congruent. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my normal congruency statement. I'm going to start off by saying in triangle, and that is a triangle ABE and triangle. Now, congruent to A, if they are parallel, we can say that this side is the same as this side. So, congruent to A will be C, corresponding to B, which is this one, will be D, so it will be C, D, and then this one and this one must be the same, which means E. Okay, so once I'm going to prove that, what do I have? I have two angles. What do they give me? In this triangle, the yellow triangle, I have two sides that's the same. Remember, I can't use angle, angle, angle. Angle, angle, angle is for similarity. It's not for congruency. They tell me that this side and this side's the same. That doesn't help. So if I quickly have a look, side, side, side for congruency. Sus ahahahas, and RHS. Okay, they don't give you three sides. There's no right angle sides. I only have one side, so it can't be this one. So I'm going to prove AAS. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove two angles are the same. So because I have put this and this in order, and I know A and C is the same, I'm just going to prove those two angles the same. So I'm going to say A equals C, and the reason for that is it is alternate angles. So as I've done congruency, I'm going to say angle. Now because there's two angles, I can't just say angle, so I'm going to say angle BAE. Angle BAE equals angle. Now remember what I said. I just want to change my pointer to one that works easier. So if I say BAE, it should be DCE. BAE should be the same as DCE. So that will be angle DCE. Okay, the reason I say that is because they alternate. Then triangle, angle, the other angle is going to be angle B. So I'm going to say angle ABE. ABE. So I'm talking about this angle here, this angle ABE. ABE is the same as CDE. BAE is the same as ABE is the same as CDE, as angle angle CDE. Reason I say that, it is alternate. The sides are not the same. They've given me the sides. They said that side AB is DC. There's the two lines. There's that line there and that's line there. So I'm going to say AB equals, AB is the same as CD, and the reason that is, it is given. Okay, therefore, triangle ABE congruent to triangle CDE. What I'm trying to show, I know to show that, let me just clear that so you can see what I'm actually pointing at. Where's the rubber? There it is. Go away there, rubber. Go away, go away, go away. Oh, it doesn't want to go away. Remember, this is angle E. Right, so what I want to know is I want to show that AE equals EC. Now, because these are congruent, and the reason is because they are congruent, it means that AE must equal CE. So I'm going to say, therefore, AE equals CE. And so we proved that the two red ones are correct. And BE equals DE. Equals DE. And the reason I can say so is congruency. Congruent triangles. So look at carefully what they say. We say because this triangle is congruent to that triangle in this order, AB, which is AE must be the same as EC, and DE must be the same as EB. This is going to take a while. You really have to do quite a few of these. Please ask your teacher if you have any queries, and do the questions at the bottom. Thank you. Right, good luck with those questions. As you've heard at the start, I was a bit lazy to research another language, so I'll just do whatever I'm familiar with. So, tot ziens. Sterkte met julle topic. Bye.